This is a poem for that bird there. It's called That Bird. It's actually a true story. It's all about love going wrong. That bird. Oh, touch me! Touch me there! Come on, big boy! Okay! Okay! His favourite pet parrot, whom he adores, relates the gist of her affair with some geezer called Kev. When he confronts her, she confesses, not knowing how he knows all about her and Kev. Anyway, she breaks down, they break up, it breaks his heart, but that's just how it goes. Yet still, every time the phone rings, the parrot still tells the tale of, oh, Kev, and how big he is, and of how and where he had to touch her. And so, with great regret, the parrot also had to go, although he had really loved that bird. Oh, this is called Getting From Here to There, which isn't always as easy as it seems. I turned left at, uh-oh, big mistake, and kept on going straight past. I wish this was a dream and I could wake. Went round in circles until I found myself lost. Damn. Hung a right at nothing left. Took a shortcut only to end up at what the fuck. Continued on past insanity until I reached the madness of losing you. I had arrived at where I didn't want to be. Let's see where I am. As well as poems about love going wrong, horribly wrong, they're also about Camden. I moved to Camden when this happened, so love going horribly wrong and Camden are confused in my mind. So this is called Love Is a Bit Like That. I was very sick at the time. I just got paralysed. I needed a doctor. I was in terrible pain. My whole life had begun to unravel. My lady didn't want to be with no paralysed guy. I lost my house, my wife, my kids. Oh, went horribly wrong. Violins, everything. Oh, it was sad. It was sad. And I desperately needed a doctor's, but the doctor's near me, which was really handy. Take a step across the road and I'm there, and I was outside the boundary line for that doctor. And I learned a very curious thing, that even in a tower block, the postal districts change halfways up. You're NW6, NW8. And I thought, whoo, amazing. So, very surreal bit of real reality there. This is called Love Is a Bit Like That. Loving you was like trying to get a doctor's in Camden. 1 minute I'd be your NW8, only to be told you only take NW6. Or I'd be told, well, yes dear, this is the boundary, but the boundaries have changed. Or we have our own boundaries that pay no attention whatsoever to the actual boundaries. Right. And this all in the blink of a traffic light on a road aptly, mockingly named Boundary Road. I just have to hope I wouldn't die of a broken heart or get run over by a 2-ton truck bearing the logo, danger, love, heavy load. I was like a chicken trying to cross the road to get to whatever next. You change your mind as easily as you changed your dress and became somebody else. Invisible boundaries existed all over the place. Even the top of a tower block was a different postal district, changing suddenly in mid-air, just like you with a toss of your hair. Loving you was like trying to get an education, like the time I lived in Mountview Road, and the boundaries of each council ran down the middle of my living room. So, if I choose to wash up the dirty dishes in my sink, I was in Haringey. Take a step to take my, turn up my favourite song, suddenly I was in Islington. Many rivers to cross. Both councils fought over who wouldn't send me to university. Loving you was a bit like that, but I'm glad to get my heart back. Not exactly intact, but my own for all that. Thank you. Keeping up the cross-fertilization, the curious hybrid of love going horribly fucking terrible wrong and moving to Camden at the same time. The first day I moved to Camden, I got a questionnaire in. And it was a very detailed questionnaire, so I've just changed the questions, but I've kept all the paraphernalia of the formula, of the rhetoric of the questionnaire. It's called Mistress of All She Surveys. You approach me as if I were a questionnaire, a box to be ticked to indicate your preference, something to be filled in and dispatched, done with. I was such a dimwit. I love you. 1. To what extent, if at all, do you feel this is a problem? Please tick one box only. A very big problem, a fairly big problem, not a very big problem, not a problem at all. Don't know. You had ticked a very big problem. 2. You would like to be made love, make love, stroke, be made love to. Please take as many boxes as apply. Morning, afternoon, evening, 6 to 11 p.m, at night, after 11 p.m, all the time. Not relevant, have no experience. You have ticked all the boxes except the last one. 3. In a relationship, people should relate, strongly support, tend to support, neither support or oppose, tend to oppose, strongly oppose, don't know. You had ticked, don't know. 4. You would like to have your cake and eat it too. Strongly agree, tend to agree, neither agree or disagree, tend to agree, strongly disagree, don't know. You had ticked, strongly agree. Thank you for taking the time to complete this survey. Your answers will be treated in the strictest confidence. There is no need to attach a stamp. Thank you. Finish with one little haiku, and the haiku is called, of course, it could also have been called. We went for tea with the vicar and his wife, and we had a run-in with the vicar. He was a big 6-foot-tall guy, very strange guy. And then we sat down with the wife after that terrible, incredible folk path, which I will not go into. And then we had the vicar and the vicar's wife. So, here's the haiku that goes. Her son, too young to realise his newfound spaceship, is his mother's vibrator. This is a delightful little ditty called Autopsy. You made the opening incision with almost clinical precision. Took the heart out, found it wanting. Took the top off the head, removed the mind. What exactly was it you expected to find? I looked at you with sad eyes that said it wouldn't have hurt half as much if you only waited till I was dead. Thank you. This is a haiku called Pet Names. I was going to tell you my pet name for Alan, but it's far too embarrassing. So this is Pet Names. He calls her Yum Yum. She calls him Cutie Wootie. Now just bastard, bitch. My 3-year-old was having her third birthday party, and there was an explosion of kids, and then there was an ominous silence, and I was just getting a bit nervous, and there was another explosion of kids, and they all ran back in to tell me this. It's called Old Dog, New Tricks. The dog's in the loo. We was teaching him to pee and he just fell in. And finally, this is called, what the hell is it called? I can't remember what it's called. You'll have to deal with that. A haiku's got 17 syllables. This is audience participation. I only need audience participation on the first 2 syllables. So when I say the first 2 syllables, you shout them back to me. It's called Handyman. Okay? Here it goes like this. Party! Party! You better party that. Party! Party! And your boob pops out. And I pop it back. I'm handy like that. Thank you.